What if your business was designed to support your life and not the other way around? I was thinking about this the other day because somebody told me how they needed to hustle. They needed to get things done. They needed to make sure that, XYZ added up. And it was at the expense of sitting down and, enjoying the process. Right? They really felt this need to do the thing. And okay, look, I get it. You need to do the thing. I do get it. When you're running a business, you can't just float around like a little fairy and just do whatever you want to do and have things happen. It's not going to work that way. I mean, I'm very rooted in that reality. I'm not deluded enough to think that you can just go about your day and be like a Kardashian and just make all the money by just doing whatever the hell you want whenever you want. I know that. I'm not new. But what I do believe, and what I also know to be true, is this concept that I call grounded luxury. It's a really interesting concept, I find, is just this idea that we live in reality. We know that we can't go floating around and our business will just go booming and we won't need to do any of the work and we can just do whatever. We know that. We're rooted in that reality. We may also be rooted in the reality that as female business owners, we have a lot to juggle. We are usually the primary caregivers for our children, for our parents, for our household in general, right? I'm the one who sets the appointments. I get it. We're also usually the default person for, when somebody gets sick, when the milk gets spilled in the middle of dinner, you're the one who's cleaning it up or something to that effect. You know what I mean? Like, you're running your business, but you also have to run your life. You're the chauffeur. You're the one who's going to instigate the conversations, and that carries an emotional load, and that carries a physical load, an energetic load that can make showing up for your business pretty challenging. And so if you feel like you need to always put everything into your business, then it's going to be really hard for you to sustain the level of lifestyle that you want to when it comes to caring for the people you love, which it should include yourself, by the way, and actually living life fully. Because what I've just mentioned here, people are probably nodding along. You're probably here with me. You're like, yeah, totally. That's the life. That's just what we're doing. But maybe you didn't notice that I didn't reference my sourdough starter sitting on the counter, waiting for me to bake some fresh focaccia, which I love to do, by the way. This is not a chore. Maybe I didn't mention to you the fact that there's some canvas just over there waiting for me to paint my next picture. Or the fact that I've got gardening for dummies downstairs in my office, because gardening is kind of a big deal to me. And last year, there were a few of my crops that didn't quite turn out the way I planned. So I'm going to learn it. Why? Not because I need to, but because I want to, because it fills my cup. Because I get to. And that's exciting. And the thing is, if your business isn't built to sustain your lifestyle, then those are going to be the first things that get cut. Those joyful things, those things that really, truly fill your cup and make all of it worthwhile, even the shitty stuff. So when we're planning our business, when we're really creating our business model, when we're developing our personal and our professional brand, when we're clarifying our messaging and developing the systems and processes in our outreach, in our marketing, and remember that marketing is very multifaceted. We're going to be doing outreach. We're going to be doing posts. We're going to be making sure that we're leveraging emails. We're going to be creating videos and all that, right? That's a lot. There's a lot of moving pieces to the marketing game, which includes networking, connecting, right? When we're doing all of those things, if we are not feeling like those things are supporting our lifestyle, in a really effective way, if we feel like our lifestyle is taking a hit because we have to do those things, that's obviously problematic. We're not going to want to do them. It's not going to light us up. Our energy is going to be low. Our frequency is going to be low. I'll make the post. That's problematic because people feel it. I feel it. When I see somebody's just posted because they have to post, I don't want to comment on it. I don't even want to like it. Even if they're kind of like, okay, I can see that you've strategized this post and you've put it out into the world, but there's a lack of energy behind it. Versus when so-and-so posted, went to a party and the party was this really amazing flapper themed party and they did XYZ and it related to their business in this way and they got lit up and they got full in their passions and they're on their soapbox and they're like, and it was this and it was, oh my goodness, and that energy attracts. That energy really gets you going. Again, don't get me wrong, you don't always have to have high vibe energy. I'm not one of those people who's going to say, oh, good vibes only, because I'm going to go back to this idea of grounded luxury. We live in reality. It's not always lollipops and rainbows. It's not. And you're allowed to share those authentic, real and raw moments as well, provided they come from a place of alignment. And that alignment vibrates at a certain frequency, at a certain energy when you're marketing, when you're branding, and when you're really sharing a message that matters in a way that is true to you, authentic to you. And that is magnetic. Not just magnetic in the idea that it attracts clients, because it does, but it doesn't just attract clients. It attracts clients who are vibrating at the same frequency, who are authentic, who are aligned. Those people who aren't just ideal clients, but dream clients. People who are tripping over themselves to work with you because you get it and they know you get it. And the cool thing is that now you know they get it. And it's a whole thing, right? It feels good. You want to serve them and they're desperate to have you serve them. They're ready to give you money. They're ready to sign on next. It's not a question of if, it's a when. Where's the button? How do I say yes? How many times can I say yes before you give me the damn button? It feels good. And the way you approach everything, the way you structure your life around all of that impacts how you're showing up in your brand, your messaging, your systems, your processes, your marketing strategy. It all matters. That back end stuff matters. And I want to talk to you about the luxury part of my idea of grounded luxury as well, because yes, we're rooted in reality. We are truly confined by the time that we have in the day, the energy that we have in the day, the tasks we have to complete, etc. And so we can't necessarily subscribe to these elaborate marketing schemes, really. And pardon me for saying, but they're schemes when they tell you you have to show up so many times a day in so many capacities on so many platforms. You've got to do. Okay, no. You're not a human doing, okay? You're a human being. You need to be present. You need to be aligned. You get to be present. You get to be aligned. You get to do these things in a way that feels good to you. You don't need to contort yourself into whatever they say is necessary. You don't have to do that stuff, right? You get to show up in a way that's in alignment to you. And the beautiful thing about that, when you're living in reality, is that you do it in a way that preserves your bandwidth, your energy, your time, and is completely ready to achieve success, whatever success looks like for you. Success for me is painting and gardening and cottaging and just relaxing in nature and enjoying the simple things in life. That feels good to me. Traveling is also a huge thing on my list. That's one of those luxurious things that I think across the board people can understand as being luxurious. But for me, my personal luxury are those quiet moments in between. Now, for somebody else, it might be a Lamborghini and a penthouse. It might be a party every night. It might be late nights and flashy lights, and that's so cool. Awesome. Good for you. But all of the actions that you take that are grounded in reality of where you are right now, they need to be in alignment with that goal, that version of success that you want. And so if you're wanting to achieve a certain type of success, and yet you're taking the actions that have been told to you from someone else who has a different version of success to you. So it's not a branding and marketing plan that's in alignment with who you are and how you want to show up, that's in alignment with your values and your true capacities. You're not going to make it to your goal, right? You're going to make it to Sally's goal. And that's going to lead you astray from the path that feels the most aligned to you. It's going to make it so that, again, your lifestyle starts needing to bend in order to support your business, instead of your business being strategically structured to support your lifestyle. So that you stop thinking, oh, right, I need to do X, Y, Z, and I only have so many hours in the day, and blah, blah, blah. Instead, we can start thinking, I wonder if I can take an extra week of vacation this year, because that would be super cool, right? Like, this is what we want. We want that freedom. We want to be able to say, hey, you know what? My husband's taking time off of work early, and I get to say, awesome, I'm going to hang out with him, instead of feeling like I need to do whatever. Because all of the back end stuff for my business, from my branding to my messaging to my outreach to my one-to-one and one-to-many outreach to my sales process and my client journey and all of that, it's all strategically structured in a way that supports who I am and the lifestyle I want to live, while delivering results that count, results that matter. This is exactly why I've structured my business the way it is. I want you to understand that you get to do the same thing. And within my business, I have two different veins. I have the coaching and consulting vein, and I have the done for you month over month vein. What do these look like? I'm going to give you a very quick overview. The coaching consulting, this has a lot of done for you and a lot of done with you. This is where we're actually looking at your brand. We're looking at your marketing strategies. We're looking at your outreach. We're looking at your community building, your conversion, and your sustainability from a very rooted point of view. We're creating these things together, and you're also getting a bunch of stuff from me. You're getting VA support, you're getting content creation, and you're also getting community access to a vault of amazing resources that will help you to succeed. This is the type of things that you're going to get in the 15 weeks to 15K accelerator. Really fun stuff, really connective stuff, the meat and potatoes. This is for somebody who is tired of making, $3,000 a month or less, right? We want to get you up to the right point where you're actually able to lean into it and breathe deeply while your business nurtures your lifestyle. The other side of my business, of course, is this is the done for you stuff. This is kind of like an agency. We got marketing agency vibes. The difference is that you are invested in it just like us. We are not going to just take it and run with it without strategic checkpoints. What does that look like? That just looks like a monthly call. We get on a call, we make sure that we're still in alignment with your goals, we make sure that the actions we're taking are working, we review all of the data and analytics in order to fuel the decisions moving forward, and we get the check mark, the good to go, yep, that sounds great, I love where this is going, we're still in alignment, or the, hey, you know what, actually, I was thinking about expanding my offering to include this, and I'd like to start giving the hints along the way so that when I actually launch whatever it is you've got going on in your back end, we're ready and your audience is prepared to take action early. This is why you still have those monthly calls. Everything is executed for you, everything is done for you, but those monthly calls keep us in alignment and together and cohesive. This is the human part of it, and and how we honor your ability to run a business and be human at the same time. So when you're ready to talk more deeply about this, please feel free to reach out. More importantly, take a minute to take inventory on where you're at. Make sure that your lifestyle and who you are comes first, because you matter. And that's the whole point of having started your business in the first place. Reach out, book a link using the link provided below, of course, and let's keep it real, because that's kind of where it's at. rooted in reality and really achieving your goals, whatever success looks like for you. Chat soon. Bye.
Women coaches and therapists hire me when they're ready to stop following soul-sucking marketing advice and start showing up in a way that actually works. I help them refine their brand, simplify their strategy, and attract clients with ease. Use the link in my profile to book your clarity call, and let's align your business with the life you actually want to live. See you there.